Doing a Tom Cruise movie every day is an adventure. Little weird things happen.
Wow.
There'll be a guy who is making espresso on set, and you'll say, "Oh, I like espresso. Who's this guy?" And then Tom will tell you he's like the #1 espresso maker out of Colombia, and Tom met him at a fair, and then you meet the guy, and he makes espresso, and he tells you his family, these are fresh from Colombia, and you're like, "This is the greatest. I am in Africa drinking fresh Colombian espresso from a guy who's won awards." And Tom always opens up those things he does for himself for everybody.
Wow.
So the whole cruise, walking around, everybody's...
And this guy was from, they were in London.
Yes,
and so now he brings the whole team of organic cooking.
Bring them down to Namibia.
To Namibia. And so everyone is, that's nobody does it. I said, nobody does that, Tom.
Yeah.
Nobody they get their #1 on the call sheet, and they take theirs and they go back into their little trailer.
They get their little island.
And in the trailer they have all that.
That's right.
But Tom is like, no, I want that for everybody.
And so that creates this sense of adventure where you're all in on it together. So when it goes to shooting, if he says, it'd be great, Jake, we should jump off this roof. I'm sitting there drinking my Colombian espresso, eating my organic food, and I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. All right, let's jump off the roof.
Okay, Tom. Yes, sir. Yes, Tom.
Sir.
Yes, Tom.
Well, talking a little about that, what was it like for you when they said, do you want to go ride horses, jump away from explosions with Tom Cruise? What was instantly going through your mind?
Honestly, it was fear. So the joke of it that I've been saying in press is that Tom, makes you do it. But it's really not true. What's really true is that he's so into it. He's so enthusiastic. So I didn't want to do the stunts in it until I met Tom. And I had a conversation with him, and he broke down his process. And when you have a conversation, you see he's a pretty smart guy, especially in this industry. He gets it. And so the way he broke it down was in a way that I wanted to be part of it. And so I wanted to do the dance with him. I wanted to train with him and see what it was like. And I wanted to experience those stunts. I'm glad I did. Now, they were hard. They were way harder than I thought. I thought there was probably a way he was cutting corners in the last minute, and he doesn't. But you kind of see his love for it, and I got to live vicariously through him a little bit on it.
Now, Courteny, your character, I feel like, has the toughest job of all because you have to wrangle these guys and try to wrangle these guys.
Impossible, Shannon. You can't do it, and that's the source of it. And I know him. It's like, oh, why is he on my watch? He's the guy that has to deal with Tom. I'm sure my supervisors go, okay, you're gonna get Nick again. No, don't give me him. Please don't have. So I'm the one that's got to, make it. They come and destroy the whole area. And the enemy is, just a couple of clicks away, and they're coming in. And I'm like, get out of the hole. Get out of there now. And I've got to be the one to talk to the king or the sultan of this area, that area, and try to bring them all together. So, but we know ultimately he produces. When we ask him to do something, he may cost us, and this one here, useless. He's supposed to be, he's supposed to be keeping, Tom, Nick together, and so, so I'm looking at him. He said, "Well, I guess I said, get in the hole."